welcome to my channel. Hi Johnny boy.
Hi everyone.
Johnny boy is there, guys. Oh, busy.
I'm reading about the Porsches. All burning, ship burning at sea, full of Porsches. Anyway guys, today is Friday the 18th of February 2022. And today guys, I just want to share my experience in how I learned that driving in Australia. The driving in Australia. Good day, mate. What are you talking, mate?
Oh, darling, let me talk. Johnny is very disturbance. So guys, I'm gonna share my experience of how I get my driver's license and why I need a driver's license here in Australia. First, we will talk about why. Why? Because I wanna work. And in here guys, you really need to know how to drive, especially where we live in Meriwini. We are in the jungle. Is it the jungle, darling? We're in the
bush, lot of rainforest. Yes.
We're in the farm, and there's no public transport. Johnny have a bus, school bus, but he leave very early in the morning, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work if I will catch the bus of Johnny boy. So that's why I need to learn how to drive. Because guys, I want to work because I want to help my family in the Philippines. If they need help, I can help them with my own money, because I don't ask money from Johnny boy guys. He always offer help if needed. Johnny, is that right?
If you say so.
So yeah, that's why guys. So how I learn, first I need to study the road rules. Road rules in Australia is very strict, and Johnny have a book of the title of the book is The Key to Driving in Australia. Wait guys, I will get the book. So guys, I'm back. So here is the book. Your keys to driving in Queensland. I don't know how did we get this. I think Johnny already have this long time ago. So I studied this guys, and then when I feel I'm ready to take the exam, I took the exam at the police station in Babinda. The exam have 20 items, and you only allowed to have 3 mistakes and you will pass. But my score is perfect, so I passed, and then I got my learner's driver's license. And I forgot how much I paid for the road rules test before guys, because that was 8 years ago. And I checked in Google, the current price for road rules test is $26.20. And then to get your learner's driver's license, now their price is $182. I'm not sure. I forgot about mine guys, because that was 8 years ago. So I passed, and then you need to hold the learner's driver's license for a year before you can take the practical driving test. So for the whole year, I did not really, after I got my learners, I did not start learning how to drive, because Johnny doesn't want to teach me. Because Johnny said, if it's your husband teaching you how to drive, there will be a argument.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember when my father was teaching my mum when I was a young boy. They used to have, my father would get very, very angry every time my mum would make a mistake. And she would end up in tears, so afraid to drive because Dad got so angry. I've never forgotten that. So when it became time for me to have my two daughters get their licenses, Chantal and Kate, I think they went to a driving school from memory. I wouldn't teach them because I didn't want arguments. And for that reason I would not teach Marianne, because I think it's unfair that one, the driver gets upset, the teacher gets upset, and two, it upsets the person and makes them nervous and they make more mistakes. The people that we live next door to now, they split up. The husband was teaching the wife to drive. They had a terrible argument and split up for about 6 months. So it proves my point. You're better off going to driving school.
Yeah. So I can remember that Johnny teach me twice, I think.
Oh, just let you drive an old car on the driveway.
Yeah, my first drive was just in the driveway in our place, because Johnny had like a roundabout for his bus to turn, so I just drive in there. And Johnny have this old car, a car from his friend, the one who live in the Philippines. And that's my first drive, and then I hit a plow. I hit a plow in the driveway.
It was hidden in the bush, but
yeah, you cannot see the plow. It's close to the trunk of the tree, guys, and lots of plants covering it. So I did not see the plow in it, but I hear it. That's my first drive, just in our driveway. And then I think Johnny tried to teach me in the Staggy Road, just the road from the highway to our house. But I remember that Johnny want me to drive like faster, faster. I'm driving very slow, guys, because I'm scared. That's my first time driving a car. I don't drive a car in the Philippines. I drive a motorbike, but not a car. So yeah, that's my experience with Johnny Boy. And I think I only learned with the instructor when my learner's driver's license nearly 12 months, because I cannot take the practical driving if I cannot hold it for 12 months. So I started a driver instructor towards the end of the 12 months, because it's very expensive to have a driving instructor, guys. It's like, before I paid $60 for an hour, and I only have 1 hour every lesson, and I think I have 7 to 8
lessons.
Yeah, 7 to 8 lessons, and it's an hour each, $60. Yeah, that's it. And then my driving instructor is the one book everything for my practical driving test. I gave him the money for the rent of his car on that day, and for the practical driving test fee. I forgot how much was it, but this time it's $61.25. So I took my practical driving test in Babinda, and I passed for my first time, guys. I passed, and I cannot remember any remarks. I think it's all good. It's all good. I passed for the first time. After I passed my practical test, we were looking for cars. We were looking for a car for me to use when I want to work. So then we found this car in Innisfail, and the owner is Filipino. And then we're talking about the driver's license. His wife get her driver's license at first go, and her husband, I think, twice. Because the secret, guys, is you need to wear short. You need to wear short so that the instructor will forget the rules.
The instructor will be very pleased to have you sitting beside him.
Maybe the instructor will let me pass because of that, guys. Now I think I did drive right. I think so.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I passed. I was worried about the reverse parking, guys, because it's very difficult. The reverse parking, we always practice in my lesson. We always practice that reverse parking, but thank God it did not happen in my practical driving test. It's only the reversing straight, not reverse parking. Oh my God, that's very difficult. So yeah, that's how I get my automatic driver's license. And the driver's license I paid for 5 years, and I forgot how much I paid, but the 5 years driver's license now is $187. So after that I get the card and I work. So I passed my driver's license on May 7, then we found a car something between May and June, and then I got a job on June. Yeah, around June I get a job in the supermarket, and that's the only job I got for 5 years until we move in here. Only one job I experienced here in Australia. And then when I got the license, guys, it's pay plate, the green plate, and you need to have it for a year. So I have it for a year, and the next year, 2016, I become an open license. Then after a year, 2017, Johnny decided to buy the car of his daughter because his daughter is planning to buy a new car. So Johnny doesn't want to lose the car because it's from him, guys, and then he sold it to his daughter and he wants it back because the car is still good. And the problem is it's a manual, so I don't know how to drive a manual in that time. So I learned a manual. I did not really plan to learn a manual. It's an opportunity because Johnny wants the manual car. So, and I want to learn a manual car. So I'm back to learners, guys. I'm back to learners. So I learned manual car for I think it's 4 to 5 lessons.
We still had the automatic car though.
Yeah, I still have the automatic car, guys, because when I have the lesson of the manual, I use the same instructor in Innisfail. We use his car for that lesson, but because I learned the manual in Innisfail, I need to drive there and meet him in there. I think that's what happened. Maybe at first, my first lesson of manual is in Meriwini, and then after that, I need to drive to Innisfail because it's cheaper that way, guys. It's I think $55 per hour if I'm the one goes to Innisfail because he's from Innisfail. And I think I learned for 4 to 5 lessons maybe, because I only need to learn the gearings. I know the road rules already. So if you want to learn manual car, it's easy if you learn automatic first and you've been driving for a while, and then you learn manual. You don't need to think about the road rules. You know already about that. You just need to focus in the gearing, change gear. Yeah, Johnny, I'm right?
Yeah, correct.
Yes. And I learned on a diesel manual car, guys, and that is easy compared to my car. because the diesel, you can release the clutch slowly and the car roll, and then you just push the accelerator and that's it, you're off to go. But this car, if you release only the clutch, it will stall. You need to do it in the same time.
It takes practice.
Yeah, this car is very difficult, very difficult. Anyway, this car, my car now, the manual, that was my bridal car on our wedding. His daughter is the one drive me to the church on that car, so there is a sentimental value. Yes, so that's how I learned my driving in Australia.
And she is a very good and safe driver.
Yeah, and in my my manual practical driving test, my instructor asked the guy who did the test of me, and the guy said she was the safest driver that I have. Maybe other driver is not safe, guys. That is a very good compliment. I was the safest. I don't know if only that day or of all the new drivers that he did. But that's the remarks he said to my instructor. Yeah,
that was a nice compliment.
Very nice compliment. I'm happy with that. Yes. And now, guys, I'm retired, so I don't I don't drive much. Johnny wants me to drive, but
she's my backup driver.
Yeah, and also, guys, there's advantage of driving here, because if your husband cannot drive and you're there to drive your husband. Like before, Johnny had a problem in his bus, and he needs to drive the bus in the city, and he needs to come back home, so I follow him. And for the first time I drive to Cairns, to the city, guys. Oh my god, when I arrived in the city, my whole body was shaking. Whole body was shaking, but I did it. Also, when I first drive the manual to my work, my god, guys, it's like my first time of driving. My legs is shaking and my hands when I park the car, and I always park far from other cars so that I can park easily and not worried hitting any cars in my side. I got that from Johnny boy. Johnny always park far from other cars, guys, because he doesn't.
Worried about them backing into you.
Yeah, he's worried about the other cars will hit your car and damage your car.
In shopping centre car parks.
Yeah, we don't park in.
We don't park in them. That's
Yeah.
the most dangerous place to park in.
Yep.
Shopping centre car parks, as you end up getting nudges, front,
Yeah.
rear, side, and that you don't know who did it. They don't leave. Generally, they don't leave any note on your car.
Yeah. It's like before, my boss asked, "Where you park?" I said, in the park. It's in Babinda Park. There's no one park in there. It's always empty.
Yeah, it's about 300, 400 yards away.
Yeah, and my boss said, "Oh, you park in New South Wales." It's a joke, guys. We are in Queensland state, and New South Wales is another state. So it's a joke that I park very far. But when I get used to it, I park nearly in front of the shop where I work. Because early morning is not so much car, and I can park the park that I always park my spot. Yep, that's my driving experience here. Johnny's watching YouTube now, guys. Anyway, I was cooking banana fritters, and Johnny already ate it. And
I had two, they were beautiful.
yeah, he had two, and he said that's his dinner, so no worries about dinner now. No worries about dinner of Johnny Boy. So that's it, guys. That's all my experience of driving here in Australia, how I get my license and why I need it, because it's in our blood, guys, to help our family in the Philippines. It's in the genes of the Filipinos culture. Johnny Boy. It's in helping the family.
What's that?
It's in our genes.
Oh, it's in our genes, yes. Yes.
Filipino genes. Helping the parents.
Yes.
Yeah, because guys, here in Australia, they work like the young Australian, they work for their own. They don't work to help their parents. Am I right, Johnny Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they work.
Don't give anything to the parents.
Yeah, they work for their own to improve and to support themselves. So it's very different culture.
And when the parents get old and sick, they put them in a nursing home. They look after them.
Yes. Yeah,
Don't
very.
put me in a bloody nursing home.
I will put you in the shed, the pump shed in there, Johnny Boy. We have a pump shed, guys, for the irrigation. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Sana nag-enjoy kayo sa aking video today. And at kung bago kayo dito, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And thank you for my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you, guys. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye, Johnny Boy.
Bye, guys. See ya.